Deep in the heart of ancient Athens, high upon the sacred rock of the Acropolis, stone whispers tell tales of gods and wisdom. Among these whispers, one symbol appears again and again: the owl. This is no ordinary bird. It is the sacred owl of Athena, goddess of wisdom, war, and craft. The carvings on the Acropolis show this wise creature sitting beside Athena, watching over the city with silent, knowing eyes. But why was the owl so important to the ancient Greeks? And what secrets does it hold in its stone-carved gaze? This is the story of the owl of Athena, a tale woven into the very stones of the Acropolis. Long ago, when gods walked among mortals and the world was filled with wonders, Athena, the daughter of Zeus, was born not from a mother, but from the forehead of her father, fully grown and clad in armor. She carried a shield and a spear, but her greatest weapon was her wisdom. The people of Athens loved her above all other gods, for she gave them not just protection but knowledge, guiding them in peace and war. And by her side always was her faithful companion, the owl. The owl was more than just a bird to the ancient Greeks. It was a symbol of the night, a creature that could see through darkness when others were blind. Its wide, unblinking eyes seemed to hold secrets of the unseen world. The Greeks believed the owl had a connection to Athena's wisdom, that it could reveal truths hidden to ordinary men. In the carvings of the Acropolis, the owl sits perched beside Athena, sometimes on her shoulder, sometimes at her feet, as if whispering ancient secrets into her ear. One story tells of how the owl became Athena's sacred bird. In the early days of Athens, the city was still young, and its people struggled to survive. They prayed to Athena for guidance, and in answer she sent them an owl. The bird flew silently over the city, its sharp eyes watching for danger. When enemies approached under cover of night, the owl would call out a warning, and the people would prepare to defend themselves. Because of the owl, Athens remained safe, and the people never forgot its service. From that day on, the owl was honored as Athena's companion, a guardian of the city. The owl's image was carved into the stones of the Acropolis as a reminder of Athena's protection. On temples and statues, the owl appears again and again, sometimes alone, sometimes beside the goddess. The most famous of these carvings is on the ancient coins of Athens. These coins, used by traders across the known world, bore the image of the owl, spreading the symbol of Athena's wisdom far and wide. Even today, when people find these ancient coins, they see the same owl that once watched over the city, its eyes still bright with knowledge. But the owl was not just a symbol of protection. It was also a sign of wisdom, and the Greeks believed that seeing an owl before a battle or a great decision was a good omen. Soldiers would look for owls before going to war, hoping Athena would grant them victory. Philosophers, too, honored the owl, for its ability to see in the dark was like the search for truth in a world of ignorance. The great thinker Plato once said that the owl was the philosopher's bird, always searching, always watching, just as a wise man seeks knowledge in the shadows of the unknown. The carvings of the Acropolis tell another story as well, a darker one, for the owl was not only a guardian but also a warning. The Greeks knew that wisdom came with a price. To see the truth, one must face the darkness. The owl's silent flight and piercing gaze reminded them that knowledge could be frightening, that understanding the world sometimes meant seeing things they would rather ignore. In this way, the owl was both a comfort and a challenge, a symbol of the light of wisdom in a world full of shadows. As centuries passed, the temples of the Acropolis crumbled, and the statues of Athena were worn by time. But the owl remained. Even when the gods of Olympus were forgotten, the image of the owl endured, passed down through art and story. Today, when visitors walk among the ruins of the Acropolis, they can still see the owl staring back at them from ancient stones. Its message as clear as it was thousands of years ago. Wisdom is eternal, and those who seek it must learn to see in the dark. So the next time you look at the carvings of the Acropolis, Remember the owl of Athena. Remember its silent watch over Athens, its guidance in battle and thought, its warning that truth is not always easy to bear. The stones may be worn, but the story is not forgotten. The owl still watches, still waits, its wings spread across time, carrying the wisdom of the ancients into the modern world. And perhaps if you listen closely, you might hear its soft call in the wind, a reminder that even in darkness there is always a light for those who know how to see.